Welcome back to G Sports. We're here with Deontay Mayo and Dre Barnes, and we're going to be talking about a little bit of sports. How y'all fellas doing this morning?
Doing all right.
Doing good.
All right. What age did y'all start playing football, Dre?
For me, I started playing football around the 7th grade. You know, I ain't played too much football growing up, so, you know, when it was about around, the 7th grade.
How about you, Mayo?
For me, I started around 14. You know, I played at a league called OICFL. It was the less popular league, but, you know, I enjoyed it. And it really, you know, showed me how athletic I really was.
Okay. What makes you good at your position?
For me, my coaches tell me, you know, I'm pretty smart. You know, I'm a smart football player. I know how to put a team in the best positions to win. I'm also very athletic. Well, that's what my coach tell me, so I believe them make me who I am.
That's solid.
For me, I always had my speed and my strength, so you feel me? That's been something that helped me along the way in high school and in college.
Okay. Everybody has some type of motivation, you know, what them got started. What was y'all fellas' motivation to start playing football?
For me, I ain't really have a motivation. It's just the fact that, you know, I seen other people playing. And, you know, at an early age, and I couldn't play at an early age. So, you know, it was more of a itch that I couldn't scratch. Like, it was more of one of them type of certain deals. So, yeah, that was pretty much it for me.
Okay.
My motivation was, I got a cousin, he in the league, Keanu Neal. You know, he was my motivation young, you know. He used to always invite me to football camps and stuff. I never really took it serious, but he really motivated me, definitely when he committed to University of Florida. That motivated me a lot.
Solid.
But yeah.
All right, fellas. Growing up, I know y'all, since y'all said y'all watched football at an early age, what team did y'all, you know, root for or did y'all like to watch?
My favorite team was the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not from Baltimore, but my favorite team, the Baltimore Ravens. I really liked them because of Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
Yeah, he was an animal. Yeah.
Solid player.
I like the Dolphins. You know, I watched them a lot because my uncles, they watched the Dolphins a lot. But I never really was a big NFL football fan. You know, younger on, I looked more at college. But yeah, that's it.
All right, what was your greatest achievements playing the sport?
For me, my greatest achievement was winning the Offensive Lineman of the Week in the MEAC against South Carolina State. That was a big achievement for me. You know, I talked to my mom; she was happy and stuff. So,
we got to keep my dudes happy.
Yeah, for real.
My greatest achievement was my junior year in high school. I won first team all defensive end. You know, that was a big achievement. You know, that was really my first award. You know, big. You know, coming out of high school, so that was big.
All right. Everyone has this theory about being a student athlete and how hard it is between men's classes and doing work on the field. So my question is, how hard is it for y'all as student athletes, or is it hard?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. You know, you have 5:30 a.m. workouts. You know, and after that, you try to get you something to eat. Then you got class. You might have class at 8. So you ain't really got too much time to rest in between. Then you have practice after class. Then if you got study hall later that night, so it's really no, you know, you don't really have too much room to do what you want to do. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with him on that. You know, being a student athlete is very time consuming because they expect you to be almost 2 places at the same time, you know, so, you know, it's very hard, you know, and definitely when you got your coaches, you know, on your neck about certain stuff, you know, and you got class and you got homework and you got this and you got that, so it's kind of hard and it's kind of nerve-wracking, you know, all that stuff at the same time. So, yeah, that's a big thing.
I know, Dre, you touched on the some of the awards you had earned, offensive player, MEAC. What other awards have you won throughout college?
Throughout the college, you know, on the field, you know, offensive lineman of the week, but off the field, I don't got recognized 2 years in a row making the all academic team.
Solid.
For 2 years in a row. So, you know, not only can I do it on the field, I do it off the field too.
How about you, Mayo?
I don't really have any other awards. You know, I'm more of a you know, I make actions. You know, I do things, you know, off the field that, you feel me, are very, you know, honorary.
Okay, that's cool. All right, it's halftime. Your team down by 14. You come in, you the coach. Give me your halftime speech for your team to come back to win.
Um, I don't. We don't. Coach Sims, he ain't really got no speech. Well, I ain't got no speech. Me and him gonna have the same thing to say. We gonna run if we gonna win. So I don't like running. Well, yeah, big guys, we don't do too much of that running stuff. So that motivate us to, you know,
Tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, tighten up and go.
That's what's up. How about you, Mayo?
I've never been a big guy on, you know, talking and all the hype and stuff. I feel like, you know, if we gonna do it, we gonna do it as a team. Everybody gotta feel the same way. So at the end of the day, there's only so much you can say to make somebody play. It's really in your heart.
Okay, what was your most memorable plays or games that, you know, that you played this season? Games that you gonna memory?
Of course, you know, when I won Offensive Lineman of the Week, that's a memorable game. But I would have to say the Classic. You know, it was a tight one. You know, so I say the Classic probably be my most memorable game.
I say the Classic as well. You know, all the years I've been here, you know, the Classic is one of those games where the atmosphere is abnormal. You know, that's one of those games to where, you know, the games is going to be packed. So I definitely, I like the Classic. You know, that's the most memorable. That's what I remember after I leave. 5 years from now, 6 years from now, I remember the Classic. But yeah.
All right. Dre, what is the off season like for you?
Off season is basically, you know, getting stronger. You know, you have a lot of, you know, kind of have more time to yourself. But it's basically, you know, putting the work in the weight room. You know, and then you don't have as many classes. You might have like 1 or 2, so it's best really. You could definitely manage it a little bit more. So basically, it's more just working out than anything.
Getting stronger.
Yeah.
For me, off season, you know, I use the time, a lot of the time, you know, for my classes, because during the season it's kind of hard to focus on your classes and football at the same time. So, you know, that first week we have off, you know, I go to all my teachers, start, you know, doing a lot of work in my classes. That's mainly what I do off season.
Kind of like getting ahead.
Yeah, getting ahead, getting back my foot back on the pedal and stuff. And then also I work out, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it for off season.
Dre, do you see yourself playing at the next level after college?
Oh yeah, I definitely see myself playing, you know, the next level. It's always been a dream of mine. You know, it's been a dream of mine, but you know, sometimes you got to come to reality. Everybody don't get that, you know, that chance in life. So that's why I'm still going to school, you know, so you have a plan to fall back on. So
always. How about you?
Same with me, you know. I feel like I could definitely play professional, but I'm definitely fit to be a manager. I always wanted to manage and I always wanted to run my own business, so that's something that I'm definitely not letting my foot off the pedal on. That's pretty much it with that.
That's good. Now, in sports, throughout sports, everybody has that one crazy coach who's really live and electric. Who's that coach for you growing up?
My current position coach right now, Coach Prince Pearson. Yeah, that man a load, you know. He a load to deal with. He gonna be on your behind every day, all day, on the field, off the field. You gonna hear his mouth.
How about
for me? I have to go back to high school. I say my junior year, I had this coach. He came in new. His name was Coach White, and he was a safeties coach. He was just on my head every day. But you know, at the end of it, you know, I realized he wanted what's best for me at the end of the day. But I would have to say he was one of those ones. He'd throw off his cap. I mess up a play, he'd throw off his cap, throw his papers in the air, make a big fit. You know, he was one of those guys to where he'll almost make you feel bad during practice, but you just had to suck it up and go to the next play.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, if you can go back to your freshman year in high school, you know, right before the season. Matter of fact, that summer coming in, you don't really know everybody, you don't know nothing, but you finna start. But with the knowledge you know now, would you tell yourself something different?
For me, I definitely would. You know, for me, you know, growing up, you know, you gain more confidence in the game. you know, going in freshman year of high school, you didn't think you was gonna play. Well, my high school, I knew I wasn't gonna play. So now it's having more confidence, you know, not down to myself. So yeah, that'd be it for me.
I say for me, my freshman year of high school, you know, I feel like I should have went to more football camps. Not just that, but I also feel like I should play receiver. You know, they were trying to get me, and my coaches, the JV coaches, junior varsity coaches were trying to get me to play receiver, you know, but I never took it seriously. I just wanted to play defense, you know, that's all I ever knew. So I think I would just, if I could go back and play receiver and actually see how that would have went, you know, it probably would have been interesting.
All right, if you were to model your game after someone, who would it be?
If I was to model my game after someone, I would say the center from the Eagles, Travis Kelce. You know, he isn't the biggest guy, but he's one of the most efficient guys in the league. You know, he's fast. You know, he does great. You know, second level, out in space. He position blocks very well. He just knows how to get in the greatest position for him to succeed. So I would say Travis Kelce.
For me, you know, I'm not a big fan of, you know, comparisons and stuff, but because he is my cousin, I would have to say Keanu Neal. You know, he definitely comes down the way I like to come down. He definitely has that same speed, and we're almost the same size. So I would definitely say Keanu Neal for the Falcons. That's who I would compare myself to.
That's what's up. Now, y'all see how many current NFL players is, you know, very good at what they do. Now, at y'all position, who do you see in the current NFL that has that it factor at your position?
Like I was saying, Travis Kelce. I mean, he's ranked the #1 center in the league, so he definitely has that it factor. You know, being undersized, but he doesn't let that stop him. You know, he defeats all the odds, and hey, he puts it on film. He's the best.
I would have to say my cousin. You know, he was definitely an it factor for the Falcons. You know, he led them to the playoffs his second year, first year. You know, so I definitely believe he has that it factor.
Okay, fellas, what was your toughest game that you played this past season?
Toughest game, I would have to say Nebraska. You know, they was a different breed. You know, they were bigger, they were stronger, they were faster. So you feel me? You just had to adjust. But you know, even though we lost, you feel me? I felt like we did good as a team. You know, playing against that type of competition. So.
What's up? How about you?
Me personally, I believe our toughest game was FAU because we actually should have won that game. I mean, a lot of people look at that game and think, oh, you know, couldn't this, couldn't that. We should have won that game. You know, if you look back at that game, we should have won it. And that's why it's so tough to me. That's why it was such a tough loss to me. It was tough.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right, now, fellas, I know everyone do a little something special or have like a ritual before the game. Do y'all have anything that y'all do?
Me, I'm just listening to music. You know, we get out there on the field. You know, I'm a big guy on prayer, so you know I pray before every single game. You know, and I pray before every series I go out there. So, you know, praying is a big thing for me.
I'm really a quiet guy. You know, I don't like to speak much. I don't like to really talk too much before the game. That's kind of my thing. You know, getting my own little personal zone. That's what I do usually.
That's what's up. All right, fellas. It's 4th and 1 at the goal line. 5 seconds go. What you gonna do?
You gotta get it in there. I mean, you ain't got no choice. We want to win, so I mean, if you want to win that bad, you gonna get the job done.
I'm definitely a role player. So, you know, me, I'm going to play my role. Whatever the play is, I'm going to play my role during that play and let the chips fall from there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for having back with Dre and Mayo and this G Sports. Appreciate y'all for having us. Thank you.